Hey everyone, my name is Chris Lambert, and on this channel we talk Kanye West, and we're doing a Donda album update. It is Saturday, and August 1st, and the album still hasn't released, so we are 8 days removed from the initial release date, and we are still reading tea leaves here, as Kanye hasn't given any kind of further date as to when we might expect the album, but things have been happening. So KayCyy Pluto is the one that a lot of us have been turning to for any morsel of information regarding the album, and he's kind of been having fun with it, sometimes dropping some info, sometimes teasing fans, liking comments, removing them, posting, removing. So it's been a bit more enjoyable just interacting with him than being completely in the dark. And good on him, because his followers have gone up by like 8,000 since he first got mentioned by Kanye in the Yeezy Sound post, maybe even like 9,000. But KayCyy flew out from Wyoming, which made a lot of us think that, okay, the album's closer to being done than not. But you can see here that he's back on a plane saying, I ain't like the first pick, but plane, as I was saying, Hitman, Blue Man on the way. And now it seems like he's maybe back at work, maybe just on his album, but potentially back with Kanye working on Donda stuff as well. And you can see like photo of him in the studio wearing Yeezys, the Quantum specifically on Jealous. And then here a snippet of Work in Progress. And then where else? Right here was one of the big ones. God, desktop version sucks. Here. Oh my God. What what is going on? Back down. Okay. Donda will come. I'm working on From the Basement right now, though, which From the Basement being his album. So if he's working primarily on From the Basement, what then is the state of Donda and his work on Donda? And is he just back in Wyoming, or is he back somewhere else just working on his album? Who knows? But he did say that his album's not going to be coming until after August. And he had previously said that Kanye's was dropping first. So that would at least have the hope that Kanye's album's coming sometime in this month. And then we have here on Yandhi Leaks why Donda isn't out. It isn't finished, which great call. And then here, just some more information about producers flying in. There have been issues with people releasing names and then everybody harassing the person on all of their social accounts, which, I mean, KayCyy has handled it well, but even he's been under a constant bombardment of like, KayCyy, like this if this is happening, like retweet this if this is happening. When's the album date? When's the album date? When's the album date? Like, just have patience. I mean, even if he did have the immediate answer for when it's going to come out, it's Kanye. We don't know what Kanye will do when it comes to actually releasing stuff, because it could be completely finished and he still want to go back and work on it. So nothing that KayCyy or anyone else will tell us will actually be confirmation that the album 100% for sure is coming on this day. Even if Kanye tells us a day, it doesn't work. So at this point, they're having to redact the names of the people going out to Wyoming just to keep fans from hounding them. But it seems that two producers, or a two-time Grammy-nominated producer who works with Top Dog, is out in Wyoming. They have production credits with SZA, J-Rock, Isaiah Rashad, and Kendrick Lamar albums. They've also worked on Rihanna albums. So that's pretty huge too. And we know that two other producers had just flown out a couple days before. So this is the third that had come in. And yeah, that's KayCyy not saying it's dropping till August. And then more producers who have worked with Kanye landed in Wyoming yesterday. So some are in the studio right now. I don't know if this is another two, right? Or like more producers atop of the three that we already had. But this was only 2 hours ago. This one was 3 hours ago. Same person, Replega. So I guess that means that there's even more producers that have flown in. So at this point, it's like more than three, getting into that 4, 5, 6 range. And there was even speculation that Hype Williams and Vanessa Beecroft was out there, or were both out there. Kanye had tweeted a photo of this artist, and that was Vanessa Beecroft's husband. So it seemed like she had been out there, and he had talked about a Donda with Child movie. So the fact that somebody that's close to Hype Williams was posting from Cody, Wyoming, and Hype Williams is usually like the go-to. Nick Knight has been recently, but Hype Williams traditionally has been the go-to filmmaker that Kanye has worked with on projects, on a lot of music videos, on, I don't think the Runaway movie, but yeah. Oh yeah, a collaborator who wrote the screenplay for Kanye's Runaway film. Hype directed Belly, which if you've never watched Belly, you really need to go watch like immediately. It's one of the greatest like opening scenes, I think, in movie history, just in terms of like aesthetic and energy and vibe. So if Hype's out in Wyoming, what's that mean as well, right? And then even this is just more speculation, but it just shows kind of like the hurricane of info that people are gathering, and just, is this something, is this nothing, is this something, is this nothing? So you have Karagi one, Carrig one, saying Playboy Cardi's photographer posting a pic of Ye on her story definitely means nothing, but interesting because that would be a dream collab. I mean, if Kanye's working with Lil Baby, and we know that he likes to work with up-and-coming artists, like Playboy Cardi being on there, yeah. And then we also have Kanye posting artists Water Cup and Franskis of The Image were flown out to Wyoming to work with Kanye. Time period not specified. Article posted July 6th. And you can see that they talked about they were flown out to Wyoming, work with Kanye, only he had to fly back to Los Angeles the day we got there. So we spent the first few days of the trip admiring the first rodeo we have been to, which happened to be next to our hotel. I don't remember the last time Kanye was in Los Angeles, right? Since like July, I don't think he was there. So maybe that would have been closer to the end of June. Okay. But then you see that they're maybe there now as well. If you check Cody, Wyoming on Instagram, they're at the top of the recents with please do not message or harass them. Yeah, please do not message or harass them. Like, don't contact them in any way, shape, or form unless you just want to follow them and give other comments about what they're doing. But don't just ask them for Kanye information. And this is the article. So rising music stars, Water Cup and Franskis of The Image. And you can just see a Medium article with these two, which, you know, the masks are cool and the jackets are very cool too. So it's a pretty fantastic look. I don't know anything about these guys, but I'm curious, very curious now. And that's about where we're at with everything. So it seems like producers coming in rather than maybe artists coming in. So maybe the actual verse work is done, and now we're just looking at putting the final touches on the soundscapes. And then, you imagine the mixing and mastering. Mike Dean the other day, somebody had said he wasn't on Donda or wasn't mixing, mastering Donda. And he said something like, oh, what did it say that? And you're just like, Mike, are you trolling right now? Or is he saying that he's going to be working on Donda? At which point we would know that it's actually in its final stages, right? But with the producers being out there, it looks like it's probably not going to come out in the next couple days, which means that once again, we're looking towards next Friday as the potential dates, hopefully, but we'll see what may be the case in that situation. Yeah. And as updates come up, we'll check in every couple days and I'll give you the roundup on things that are going on. Until then, if you like the channel and want to support us, the easiest way is liking, commenting, and subscribing, as it tells YouTube that this is a channel people enjoy, so then they show it to more people. The thing that we're best known for on this channel is our line-by-line lyrical analysis of Kanye's discography. We've been doing that over the course of 5 years and finally finished up with Jesus is King, so we're ready to go when Donda comes out. All those old episodes are available on Patreon, from The College Dropout all the way up to Kids See Ghosts, Only Missing Watch the Throne, and Cruel Summer. So we're talking over 100 songs explored, analyzed, and revealed in a way that will make you appreciate them with a whole new understanding. So if you want those, patreon.com/Kanye podcast. just $5. And our Jesus is King episodes are still on here and just on anywhere where you listen to podcasts. So Apple, Spotify, wherever, if you want to listen to the free Jesus is King episodes. And then if you want to help my literary career, I have books that I write, novels, and I've written 2, Killer and Victim and Killer Unconquered, and there are links down below if you want to give those a read. They're pretentious, highbrow literary fiction, but I think enjoyable. So if you check those out, much appreciated. But we'll be back with more Kanye content soon. Until the next time, stay wavy and keep it loopy. Cheers.